All right, we can talk to Emir now. He's an associate professor at the Doha Institute for Graduate Studies. And let's start with the Emir's first address to the nation since this dispute began. What was his message? What was the fundamental message you think he was trying to get across?
I think there were several points that he got across. The first was he praised Qataris and residents and how they've dealt with this crisis. With nobility and dignity, they've weathered through and so on. He also thanked all of the parties, particularly Kuwait, the United States, European countries and so on, and Turkey for their mediation efforts. And then he had a message, I think, for the rest of the world and for Saudi Arabia and the UAE, and that is Qatar is willing to discuss anything as long as the principles of sovereignty, mutual respect, freedom of the press, and so on are respected by all parties. And basically that means that Qatar is not going to budge on those issues.
How would you assess the momentum of the diplomatic efforts at the moment to try to resolve it? We heard from Rex Tillerson yesterday in fairly unequivocal terms. We understand that President Erdogan of Turkey is due to come to Qatar within the next couple of days or so, plus the European Union delegation is here.
Yes, I think there has been a de-escalation of the crisis over the last several weeks. Remember, there was an initial demand of 59 individuals who were supposed to be extradited because they were terrorists. Then we got to, I think, 13 specific requests, including the shuttering of Al Jazeera. And now we're down to 6 general principles, in addition to the increased efforts of European and other parties to solve this crisis. So I think there's been a de-escalation. I think it means we're closer to a resolution, but no one can say specifically when a resolution will take place.
When it comes down to the final resolution, it does revolve really around the issue of face saving so that nobody looks bad.
I think that's correct. And I think that the agreement that Qatar signed with the United States recently, a commitment to increased fighting terrorism and so on, provides a stepping stone on which the other parties can say, look, we've extracted something from the Qataris, in addition to anything else they might extract, and that, I think, would be in their best interests as well.
Emir, thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.